What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have another Worlds 2017, a Game of Thrones, a card game, second edition video for you, brought to you by these awesome supporters of the channel who donate at patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table. In this match, we have Jim playing Targaryen Lord of the Crossing against Nico playing Lannister Lord of the Crossing. We've seen both of these guys in previous videos in this series, Jim on the left, Nicolo on the right. If you haven't seen those videos, go back and check them out. Rob's Gaming Table on YouTube in a playlist for Worlds 2017 for Game of Thrones. We also have Worlds 2017, A Legend of the Five Rings coverage there also in its own separate playlist. So on the left we have Ser Jorah Mormont, a Rose Road and Rocaro on setup. And on the right we have Tywin and King's Road. Now keep in mind they both got to see each other's deck list for about 5 minutes before the match, as part of the new rules at Worlds by FFG for all of their games, actually. Starting this year, I believe they did at Star Wars Worlds also. But yeah, you got to, in the top 16 cut, you got to see your opponent's deck list before the match. And in this case, he knows Jim on the left, the Targaryen player, is not running Valor. And I guess not marched either. So we have a Tywin King's Road set up on purpose. Oh, maybe, never mind, he does have marched. So maybe it was just a bad setup. My bad. Wow. Nicolo knew March was coming then, and he still did that. I guess he was kind of stuck, maybe mulligan, but we have trading with the Potoshi on the right, giving 3 gold to the Targaryen player. Initiative won by the March to the Wall, played by the Targaryen player. So he has choice who goes first. They already marched their targets, so Jorah and Tywin are gone to march to the wall. Okay, never mind. I thought that was from seeing the deck list, that he set up Tywin alone like that, knowing there was no march. And I don't know why I said Valor, I just meant march to the wall, not Valor. Alright, so looks like Jim has decided to go first, the Targaryen player. He's got 5 gold of his own, and the 3 from trading with Potoshi. We see as an action, the King's Road popped on the other side there after a Rose Road was played by the Targaryen player. And it looks like the Lannister player is going to collect his income while he waits, since he's going to have a big pile in a minute from trading, plus a 3 reduction off of King's Road.
Looks like a good book. Very good.
Nothing on the board right now for the Lannister player. Both these players are running rush decks from what we've seen before in this series. So Targ Crossing, Lanny Crossing, both looking to rush the face off their opponent and win quickly. Good anti-tech to the combo decks we've seen in some of the previous videos from this series, and kind of what's happening in Game of Thrones 2nd Edition right now, where everyone's experimenting with these combo decks and are actually people are finding them annoying. So Second Sons with a bestow actually put on it to keep it around for a round, since no flea bottom in play yet. He needs the bodies, I guess. No intrigue icons right now, though, so he's not going to be able to do all 3 challenges on his side. And oh boy, Tywin's back. Did he draw him, or did he have the second copy like a smart guy and not dupe him up because he knew the march? So there's some advantage of seeing your opponent's deck list. He was kind of screwed, knew not to put down the dupe, and maybe had it in hand already, or he drew into it. But Tywin's going down there, reduced by the King's Road, obviously. And we also see Jogo on the other side there at the top. I think Nicolo should still have 6 gold to work with, I believe. We have Sir Armorer Lorch put out there, who does have renown right now, since there are 3 or less characters on the opposite side of the board. So it looks like over to challenges on the Targaryen side of things. Still 2 gold saved on the Targaryen side, or on the Lannister side, sorry. So we do have the possibility of a Burnman jumping in. Does Jim, the Targaryen player, just come in hard on a military challenge, hoping to force either some defense on the other side or to kill a character? But like I said, that burn men possibility there, it may be a big whiff. You just have that burn men come in and block the unopposed and then die anyway.
If you are on the wait list for the Icebreaker event, you can report to flight control to claim your seat. You do not need a backlist for any side.
Looks like they're going all in here on the Targaryen side. And it's a military, like I thought might happen. We have a stealth. Since there's another Blood Rider in play, Jogo has got stealth. And he stealths past Mr. Lorch there, forcing Tywin to defend if we want to block.
5, 3, and 2.
So crossings reducing by 1 on all 3 of those characters for the first challenges phase. Remember that. It doesn't affect the defender. And never bet against my family. Just gonna look at the bottom 5, reveal them. Just select a unique Lannister, throw it into play, discard it at the end of the phase. There's Jaime Lannister, we see. Bunch of locations, and Rattleshirts Raider is not coming in there. So Jaime Lannister, obviously. Jim says not bad. That's not bad at all.
How much?
10.
10 on the attack. And 11 on the defense. And the win gets 2 renown. But Jaime won't be sticking around though. But still he saves any claim having to happen there. And now over to the Lancers for challenges.
Where does he go? Is it discard or discard? Okay.
And a military here with Sir Armory Lorch. And the second son's die for claim goes unopposed. And like I said, Sir Armory Lorch has renown since there's less characters across the board. There are 2 now at this point. So he gets renown for sure. And the unopposed power gained by the Lancers, they're up to 4. And dominance should go to the Lancers also since he has 2 gold saved. And you see Jaime go to the discard pile there. So Lannister sitting at 4 power to 0.
Did you discard?
Strong Bellows.
And I think we just heard Strong Belwas was discarded for taxation on the Targaryen side. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like these Game of Thrones videos, you want to see more and help other people find them and find the channel, you can always hit that like button. Helps out a lot. Feel free to leave comments below. Always appreciated.
I need to think about it.
Sure.
Now is when these players try to figure out what plot could their opponent play, and knowing their entire plot deck after seeing the deck list. Just have to reach back to their memory there. Hopefully they remember them all. And we have Time of Plenty into Winter Festival. So the summer plot blocking the winter plot. And they both drew 3 cards thanks to Time of Plenty. both these guys running crossing, it's I'm sure initiative plays a big part in this game. Who's going first each round, depending on what characters are on the board. But as you see, the Lannister player going first here and getting a Jaime Lannister on the board is huge. It's going to allow him to do those extra challenges, maybe keep Jaime standing if he doesn't need to use them, or keep Tywin standing. Still get the challenges off and have something to defend. But even going first is going to be able to put pressure on the other crossing player. So as a crossing player, you're going to want to get your 3 challenges off on the attack, and if your opponent's not defending that, you're doing good. But if they are defending it, you're also doing good. So I don't know. We'll see.
It's not more summer. It's like if there is a summer.
Yeah.
So we see Aego out on the board now with the dupe, so he's going to be able to do his stand business, or basically stand a Blood Rider, since there is a summer plot revealed there, time and plenty. And we see Flea Bottom now, and a Wildling Scout.
Keep 2.
Too bad that second Sons is in the dead pile, not going to be able to come in from the Flea Bottom.
Do you have actions?
Well, he will be able to get use off that Wildling Scout, giving stealth, and then coming back in, doing it again. You can give 2 stealth per round if he wants, assuming no treacheries on the Flea Bottom. 2 gold saved on the Targaryen side, 1 gold saved on the Lannister side. And we got the 4 strength military coming in with Jaime Lannister for the first challenge from the Lannister player. We'd have to defend with at least 2 characters, which is a huge commitment. But if he doesn't, he does have claim and a dupe off Aego, so he wouldn't lose too much. But you'd give an unopposed and a renowned power to Jaime, which he probably doesn't want to give up. No defenders. Here we go. And like I said, there's that dupe off Aego going away for claim.
How many cards? 3 cards.
And we have a Hear Me Roar. Bring in Tyrion. Now to hit the hand, put some pressure on, get some extra gold generated, do a nice intrigue challenge with some stealth on Aego, I'm sure. Helps you get that intrigue challenge through, no sweat. Or you can use Tyrion on a power challenge with that stealth. Make sure it gets through on that 3rd challenge. And basically not really lose much with enough still staying to be able to defend. And we have the intrigue stealthing the Wildling Scout, actually. So interesting, Jim deciding not to trash the Wildling Scout to give someone stealth, like Aego in this situation, to prevent Tyrion from stealthing by. I don't know if that's the most efficient play to do that anyway, but it was an option. After you see Tyrion jump in like that, you might want to do that, but... See the 2 gold generation, 2 gold generation there from Tyrion's ability.
1.
Now we have Flea Bottom trying to bring in Ser Jorah, and I have a feeling we'll see a treachery if he has it. Yep, there is a treachery, canceling Flea Bottom. Aego would have to defend to just block the unopposed. But he will not win it. And that's going to go unopposed also. And gets a copy of Sir Barristan Selmy out of hand there on the intrigue claim. Now power challenge. It's going to send in Tywin. Yep, it looks like Tywin's going down. He's in the challenge. He has a +1 from the gold bonus and +2 from Lord of the Crossing. So I believe he's at 10, 9? 9. He's at 9. I'm going to go with 9. So on the other side, we see just Recaro and Jogo. I don't think there's anyone in the dead pile on the Lannister side giving Jogo a bonus, but I think that's just on attack anyway. And we have an unopposed with a dirty superior claim. Not canceled at all. It goes right through. Unopposed power claim, superior claim, and renown on Tywin. Plus the crossing power. 12 power now on the Lannister side. 3 away from winning, just like that. Too bad he did not get the Winter Festival through, so that's not going to help him out. But he still could get Dominus, getting some extra gold there off Tyrion's trigger due to the Wildling Scout coming in on the 1 strength intrigue attack from Lord of the Crossing. Getting the -1 on that there. And a full block here from Jaime Lannister.
Let's see. Military.
So we have a military challenge with Aego. Remember, he couldn't stand a Blood Rider off of Aego's ability.
It intimidates twice.
Yep.
Surprised he's not using the stealth. So we got a Burnman coming in. And Star Armory Lords coming in on the block. And claiming the Burnman. Get a renown on Recaro. And the Intimidates.
He's jumping in, right? Right there, so I don't forget it.
Okay.
And looks like Nicolo is just moving Tyrion back by the discard pile, so he doesn't forget that he leaves play to the discard pile because he came in on a Hear Me Roar. And so Aego standing Recaro. Recaro coming in on the power challenge unopposed.
What's the first Lord of the Crossing? Relentless Assault.
So crossing bonus. He's got a Relentless Assault played. It's power claim unopposed.
And power again.
And does Recaro not? Oh no, Recaro just gains power after someone's killed, not renown. Never mind.
Tyrion goes.
The Targaryen player now up to 6 power. Lannister player down to 10. Still anyone's game here. Both being rush decks, they both can get that closing power in one turn. It's just a farther stretch for the Targaryen player. I think he's going to have to kill one of those characters on the Lannister side of the board to get rid of that renowned power to be able to get back in this. But as long as the Lannister player has stuff to claim instead, or ways of cheating guys into play, he's not going to have a problem, I don't think. Oh, we have Varys Riddle into Heads on Spikes. So it sounds like the Targaryen player wins initiative. He's going to choose probably himself. Yeah, he's got to choose himself to go first. Now, which plot goes off first? Only card in hand. 2 power to the Lannister player. Hits the Heads on Spikes 100%. Now, out of 3 cards, we got a die roll. And he hits a bodyguard. Womp womp. But that bodyguard's not going to be out there to save one of those characters. So like I said, if he can kill one of those characters in play, putting on some pressure here. Too bad they're all big military bodies though, and he'll be able to block and get a couple of renown on the defense. Which is too bad. But we'll see. We'll see what tricks he gets going here.
Pretty good top deck.
Oh, Barristan Selmy and a Plaza of Pride. Wow. You heard Jim say pretty good top deck. Saves a gold. Over to Lannister player. Let's see what he's got to counter that.
Cards.
Targ player definitely has less cards in hand, so Barristan is able to use his stand effect after he's in a challenge. He wins, I believe is what it is. But no cards for Plaza of Pride. That's the problem. But he has a gold for Flea Bottom. So we could see Ser Jorah come into play, which could help with Renown. Another thing Jim can do, the Targaryen player, is use the Wildling Scout to give stealth to help push that military through. Assuming no good claim targets come here. He's just got to kill one of those Renown bodies, I think, to have a chance. We'll see what Nicolo has to Marshall here. He didn't get anything to Marshall, or anything to ambush, like a Hound or Burn Men again. This could be real interesting here.
One gold.
Okay, it was perfect, right?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Couldn't have asked for any better. Plaza's not that good right now.
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jim's saying Plaza's not that good right now. It's got to go another round, though. That's the problem. It might not. So we have Casterly Rock, one of my favorite Lannister locations out there in play now. So the Lannister player is going to be able to do 2 intrigue challenges, which can help with crossing and help him close it out if he's, needs to get those challenges in. Just got to see Big Cersei. But Shay will actually help with that. And a dupe on Casterly Rock. Saves the gold on Lannister side. He's going to be able to spend a gold to stand Shay again. Great card for crossing. But that's too bad. It's also a character that can be claimed to keep the other big boys alive there who all have renown power on them. And this could spell trouble for the Targaryen player, Jim.
Even if I do, I'm not.
Be careful he doesn't do a challenge right into Tywin to have Tywin gain a power. So we're going to have an intrigue here. 1 strength with the Wildling Scout. No defenders. And gets a copy of Hear Me Roar out of hand, which is the last card in the Lannister player's hand. So no more tricks other than Shay standing, I guess. So I think the Lannister player is just betting on here to weather the storm from the Targaryen player and then just send it home with his own challenges, since the Targaryen player is pretty far away from closing it here. But does he go for it? He's got to count it out, make sure. Or does he stand back and play defensively to stop the Lannister player from getting the final power? But I don't know if that's possible, having Jaime and Tywin out there both having renown. And you got to watch out for dominance. And you got Shay coming in on possible 2 challenges. And 4 challenges possible from the Lannister player, having that Casterly Rock in play. Got to be able to stop all of that, make sure it's all not unopposed, and that the power challenge doesn't get through, and crossing power doesn't happen. Lannister player only 3 power away from winning. I think he's got to use Jogo's Stealth, his plus strength, Ricaro's Intimidate. Can't use Ego's stand ability, no Summer Plot though. Maybe he's got to get that Wildling Scout involved, get some stealth going, I think what needs to happen. And Barristan's stand effect. Also the Flea Bottom to get Ser Jorah into play there. Get that extra renown out there. Can he do with all that together? Will definitely kill someone with Ricaro, so he'll be able to gain a power. Only 1 character in the dead pile, though, the Burn Man across the board, so Jogo only has a +1 strength. But the first challenge is out of the way, so no crossing, -1. So they're all at even strength for the second challenge. And if he can... I think he needs to pop the Wildling Scout, give a stealth. Use Jogo's stealth together, stealth out like Jaime and Tywin. Come in on a military. You kill Shay, and you use the Intimidate to kneel Tywin or Jaime if you can. Yeah, he realized the Flea Bottom now. Oh, he's actually bringing in strong Belwas. Not sure why you wouldn't do Ser Jorah, actually, for the renown.
4-4-4.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening there, why he would do that. Maybe he really thinks it can go another round. But I think this is it here. Either the Targ player closes it out, or the Lannister player just sends it back and closes it out on his turn, being only 3 power away right now.
12. Stealth and
military at 12. We see the stealth on Sir Armory Lorch. Where's it 10? 10? Jogo is, I believe, a 4? Is he
Unopposed.
Either way, it goes unopposed.
Okay.
Armory Lorch dies for claim, actually, not Shay. That's a smart play, I think, to have Shay being able to take advantage of that Casterly Rock. Wow. So it goes down in power, though, on the Lannister side, so there's hope for the Targaryen player here. So now he's got to decide who he wants to intimidate. Tywin or Jaime? I think Tywin's who you go with. But Jaime being able to do 2 challenges is also a thing. But with Shay out there, he's able to get the 3rd challenge if he needs to. So yeah, Jaime is a good call, I think. It's just now going to be hard. See, I think Jim's just trying to get it to go another round here.
Too late.
And it looks like he forgot to trigger Recaro.
Yep. That's fair.
Forgot to trigger Recaro there in the reactions after character dying. And they're here in the top 8 of Worlds. Decide no take-backs. I think you pop the Wildling Scout, give Barristan stealth. Tywin's a 7. But you get him to stealth past Tywin. It's bad there wasn't a summer plot out there to use Aegon to stay in Recaro again. And give Recaro stealth maybe, and stealth past Tywin. Using Barristan, and maybe you get to kneel down Tywin also. But now Jim's kind of thinking maybe he has to just sit back and defend against the Tywin and the Shay coming in. Yep, there's the pop. It looks like the pop of the Wildling Scout has to happen. Yep, to give Barristan stealth. And power, he's going to stealth past Tywin. So a way to steal the power, get the Lannister player just that much further away. Lannister player now at 10. But no cards in either player's hand makes Barristan not stand. That's too bad. So Targaryen player actually at 11 now, but we have an intrigue to start for 1 strength. And that's it. Congrats to Nicolo. Jim decides it's done, and Nicolo's got it. So they just end it there. And congrats to Nicolo moving on to the top 4. Jim had a great run. Thanks to both players for playing on camera. Thanks to everyone who is scrolling by right now on your screen, who supports the channel at patreon.com/Roseville Gaming Table. If you'd like to donate to help us out here, you can do so by clicking the link in the description below. Much appreciated. Thanks a lot for being here and watching, guys. Make sure you click that like button if you're new here. Slap the subscribe button. We got a video coming up after this, the top 4 match from Worlds, and then we'll have more Thrones after this. So stay tuned to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you in the next video.